Hello?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Just like our Boy Scouts, always making sure everyone's prepared. Thank you. Good morning and welcome. My name is Michael Miller, and I'm the principal of the Galway Junior Senior High School. On behalf of the Board of Education, administration, teachers, staff, and students, I would like to welcome you to celebrate the class of 2025 Commencement. As we begin our ceremony this morning, I would like to acknowledge the amazing, talented, dedicated faculty and staff of the Galway Central School District. Please join me in thanking and recognizing the outstanding efforts of the teachers, administrators, school counselors, teacher aides, cafeteria workers, custodial and maintenance staff, secretaries, school nurses, and bus drivers, all of whom have helped to make a difference in the lives of our graduates. They make sure that our students were supported throughout every aspect of their time in Galway. Let's hear it for our staff. No one gets to this day alone. It is the collective effort of family and friends that has guided you to this special day. So in a moment, I am going to ask the graduates to stand up and give their family and friends a round of applause. There is no doubt that without all these special people in your life, you would not have made it to this day. So graduates, stand up. And let's give your friends and family a round. Before we can proceed with our celebration, I would like to ask everyone to join in a moment of silent reflection today and dedicate it to the loved ones, family members, and friends and classmates who could not be with us today. Let us reflect on their memories, the impact they had on our lives, the love and the support that they have shown us. Their absence is felt deeply, but their spirit continues to inspire and motivate us. Thank you. Well, the class of 2025 can certainly say they were a unique class here at Galway. I've enjoyed being with you on this journey as you discovered your successes and failures. Along this journey, we might have had to remind you that due dates are not suggestions. First period really does start at 7:55. It's in your handbook. And no, classes are not optional attendance. All right? No, you have to be there. But through the trials and tribulation of schools, you made it, and you grew stronger with every challenge you faced. So as you move on to your next chapter in life, I want to share with you the meaning of the number 5. You see, we're kind of connected through that number, because 30 years ago this month, I was a graduate of the class of 1995. So the number 5 is associated with freedom, change, curiosity, and adventure. If this does not foreshadow your journey that you are about to take, I'm not sure what possibly could. For you will have the freedom to find out who you are, the curiosity to discover new things, as adventure will follow you in all that you do. But it's the word change that holds the most meaning today. I want you to think about all the changes that occurs in your life in the next 30 years. You might not have any more Mocha Mondays, GTV announcements, dirt bikes to field day, or even those third period fire drills because someone forgot to clean out the popcorn maker. You will have different experiences and new events that will shape your life. Change can be daunting, but also invigorating. So I urge you to embrace it, to let it be the driving force in your life. Just as the world has evolved since 1995, so must you in 2025. Step into new opportunities with courage and curiosity, and see them as an adventure. Challenge the status quo and be the eagle that soars above the storm. It is now time for you to go out into the world and remember, whether 1995 or 2025, that fives always spread kindness, show grit, exhibit integrity, make people smile, and show their best selves every day. You are ready to blaze your own path. Strive for curiosity. Embrace your freedom with responsibility and enthusiasm. Change will bring success and failure, love and heartbreak, laughter and tears, but always an opportunity to show through your actions that you are a golden eagle. As one thing will never change, you are an eagle today, tomorrow, and forever. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2025, McKenna Kanabi.
Good morning, graduates, family, friends, and faculty. Thank you for coming to the commencement of the Galway class of 2025. When Mr. Miller asked me last month how my speech was going, I laughed it off and said, it isn't. Last week, when he asked if I had started yet, I had a bit more of a panicked reaction. So, like any good student, I put it off for another couple days. Many of my most fond memories at Galway come from inside the four walls of Mr. J's classroom. Besides derivatives, integrals, and personal finance, Mr. J also has a passion for bowling. Unlike him, I do not possess the ability to bowl a 300, so my safest option is usually putting up the bumpers. Though they stop the ball from going into the gutter, they also cause it to ricochet so horribly that it usually only hits one pin. You're probably wondering where this is going. Well, every day we have the choice to use bumpers or not. You can take a test and say, I don't feel good, so I'm probably going to fail. Or walk into that job interview and think, I've never done an interview before, so it doesn't matter how I do. As someone who earned the nickname Sandbagger from Mr. Darlington, I am no stranger to putting up the bumpers. For me, it's an easy way out of the guilt of a bad grade, the stress of waiting for results, or the disappointment of not doing as well as I thought I would. This fall, I was dragged to a college tour by my mom. I was tired and in a bad mood, so I had no desire to go anywhere. I remember telling her, why even go? It's not like I can get in. I preferred the thought of not trying at all than the thought of trying and failing. She made me go anyway. That tour was of Colgate, which is where I'll be going in the fall. Thank you, Mom. Taking away your safety nets doesn't only allow you to succeed, it also gives you permission to make mistakes. Like that time my earth science class jumped out of Mr. Levin's window. This is the time for us to learn, not only as students, but as humans. We're only young once, and it is the time for us to make mistakes. Like the saying goes, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Every day, you have the opportunity to choose success and work for your future, or to sit back and wait for the future to happen to you. Don't let your mind limit your potential. The world just got much bigger for the class of 2025, so don't let it pass you by. You're going to find love in unexpected people, opportunities in unexpected places, and friendship in current strangers. You just have to let yourself. So as you leave the nest, don't be afraid to take down the bumpers, whether you throw a strike or a gutter ball. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, McKenna. Providing some wit and wisdom from the class of 2025, the class historian, Ava Remscheid.
It's a lot nicer than what you said yesterday.
I know.
Good morning, Eagle Nation. As your class historian, it is my honor to take us on one last walk down memory lane, a lane filled with hallway laughter, group projects done at the last minute, pep rallies, awkward dances, and the everyday moments that together shaped our time here at Galway. We began as strangers, unsure of where we fit in or what to expect. Over the years, we learned how to solve equations, or write essays, or use ChatGPT to write said essays, but we learned how to be there for one another. We found lifelong friendships in these halls and shared stress during finals. We survived surprise blitzes, fire drills every Friday because apparently you need a culinary degree to make popcorn, but somehow, through it all, we made it. Each grade brought its own challenges and memories. There were field trips, spirit weeks, and our first real successes, and yes, our first real setbacks, too. But we kept going. We grew not only in knowledge, but in confidence, courage, and kindness. And now, as we turn the page on this chapter of our lives, we carry the lessons with us of laughter and these years. These people we've become a reflection of every moment, big or small, that we lived together here. To our teachers, I want to thank you for your patience, passions, and pushing us to be better even when we didn't want to be. To our families, thank you for cheering us on. Thank you for helping us with projects at 10 p.m. the night before they were due, filling out excessive amounts of paperwork and signing syllabuses, and always being there for us. And to my classmates, thank you for making these years so memorable. History is the story of people who leave a mark. As we step forward, may we never forget where we came from, and may we always be proud of the history we made together. For the rest of our lives, when people ask us in interviews or in regular conversations, each one of us will say we graduated from Galway High School. Then we will awkwardly explain where Galway is on a map because no one ever knows. I would also like to give you a reminder that this is the last time all of us will be in the same room together. And many of you may be thinking, thank goodness, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. But I want each of you to think of your favorite memory at Galway. Parents and teachers, I want you to do the same. Maybe it was at recess when we would make those giant snowballs, or when we would play wall ball, or hide in the nooks of the wood playground. Parents, maybe it was seeing the excitement in your child's face on the first day. Teachers, or maybe it was right now watching us graduate. Teachers, hopefully your favorite memory is seeing your students succeed or helping us have our aha moments. But let's be honest, it was probably when one of us said or did something stupid and you had to hold yourself together and not giggle like a teenager. To quote a not-so-wise man, Michael Miller, soar above the storm, Eagle Nation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ava. Nice job. All right. Now, the class of 2025 donation will be presented by the class president, Sophia Davison-Gauss. There you go.
Good morning. It has been an honor to represent the class of 2025 as president for the past 2 years. I'd like to start by congratulating everyone. We did it. The day we thought would never come has finally arrived. Even now, it still doesn't feel real. The class of 2025 is unique in the sense that we've always pushed the limits and done it our way. After all, we turned the top 10 up to 11. We are an extremely talented and diverse group of individuals. I can now reflect on my experience as I leave Galway and remember how every day was a great day to be an Eagle. We've all had very different paths and experiences that have led us to this moment, and our journeys are just truly now beginning. Once you walk across the stage and receive your diploma, everything resets. The ball is in your court, now you call all the shots. The only question left to ask is, what will you do? My time as a class officer has shown me that I shouldn't be afraid to go out and create my own opportunities. As you all step into your future, I want you to keep in mind that your fate is in your hands and that you can accomplish anything you set out to. I'm not guaranteeing that the road getting there will be easy, but your accomplishments will make it worth it. Don't be afraid to say yes to opportunities or experiences that you wouldn't have otherwise considered. Walk through all the doors left open to you and open the ones that are closed, even if they happen to be windows. Whenever you face a difficult situation, I encourage you to think back on Mr. Miller's wise words and soar above the storm. I am honored to be presenting our class gift. We will be leaving the school with an Eagle mural designed by our very own Magdalene Maciag. I'd like to close by showing appreciation for those that have helped me along this journey. Thank you to our advisors, Mr. Lank and Ms. Kinney, for being our foundation. You made everything we've done possible and lended endless support along the way. I'd also like to thank my mom for the many nights she spent crunching numbers for the class budget with me at our kitchen table. Finally, I'd like to thank Mr. Miller, who has always made himself available whenever we needed help. We wouldn't have been able to accomplish all that we did without our honorary advisor. RIP, the Great Cannoli Tour of 2025.
Thank you, Sophia. And know that whenever you want to share cannolis with Mr., just come on in. The door is always open for that. It is now my great honor to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2025, Magdalene Masiag.
Welcome parents, teachers, family, friends, and the class of 2025. My name is Magdalene Masiag, and I'm honored to stand before you today as Galway's valedictorian of the class of 2025. If my fifth grade self could see me now, she would be disappointed. She was a stubborn ball of nerves who was new to Galway and did not want to be here. She vowed that if she had to graduate from this place, any last words would be admonishing, vengeful. Her disdain would land upon the bullies and those who stood idly by as a tiny perfectionist employed endless exertion that she saw not as excess but satisfactory. My younger self was full of rage because she was so obviously imperfect, and it seemed like this place brought it out in her. But reflecting on that now, I don't view it in the same light. See, I've certainly felt as though I were better off somewhere else, and I know many of my peers have echoed that sentiment time and again. Whether in explicit grievances or through running jokes about Galway's water quality and small campus, we've all attributed dismay to the very building in which we now stand. Yet the closer we've gotten to graduation, the less I think we've meant it. Galway is not a perfect place, and yet no perfect place can ever exist. Only in our minds do we conjure such a setting of utopia, and my younger self failed to realize that it is through that visualization that we neglect what's actually perfect around us. My fellow calculus classmates can attest, as Mr. J so eloquently taught us, that when an equation's graph stretches to infinity, forever approaching a value it will never reach, we denote that untouchable number as a limit. And in reference to that number, we don't discuss its failure to meet that perceived goal. That fact is irrelevant when it veers so close that it might as well reach. Perfection, as it pertains to success, completion, attainment, often replaces that elusive number in our lives. The x-axis on which our lifetimes sit follows a constant path toward infinity. And yet, as the loss of one of our classmates reminded us, our lives are piecewise, destined to end at a point we can't predict. And that makes the attainment of ultimate success, perfection, that imaginary threshold we look up to, ever the more urgent. While our lives are confined between birth and an unknown future date, our potential isn't predetermined by any set of variables. If the future plans of everyone on this stage are any indication, we all understand that. I'm proud to look at the aspirations of so many of the class of 2025, unsurprised about each person's future prospects. It seems to me we are all pursuing our interests, and so long as we keep focused on what we value, we retain control of our trajectory. We are becoming the determinants of our destiny, and yet, we may still never reach our conceived epitome of success. We can't overextend our potential to construct our perfect life. It is not to be taken for granted. Because an endless stride to perfection will only leave us absent in the present. We will sit, scapegoating our past mistakes, and this only serves to demean our present. I'm sad to say I've already spent much of my life sinking in that regret and comparing myself to who I thought I should be, and I know my peers can relate. Our top 10 contains some of the most ambitious, intelligent, and hardworking people I have ever met. Our success is owed to the pressure we have endured and the resilience we have embodied, pushing through when motivation lacks. And sitting far off in our minds was this moment, the chance to stand on this stage having achieved perfection. My younger self would be sad to know that we haven't. Each of us is just as smart and dedicated as the others, but we've each been rejected from colleges, done poorly on tests, forgotten to turn something in, and we've each held ourselves to that standard of perfection that everyone expects of us, even though we know we will never achieve it. Like a function to its limit, we can forever approach a peak, and in so doing get infinitesimally closer, but only by trading who we are in devotion to that mirage. So many of us become stuck in the endless drive for success, and it becomes a hostile state of comfort. The second one starts cheating motivation, stealing momentum from the future they envision. The present becomes further demonized. We slave and slave our future toward our future, just to evade what we are in the present. Because right now doesn't matter if tomorrow will be so much better. And I think we realize that perfection isn't possible. But simply rely on being disappointed by the endless struggle because we would hate for our full and total effort to yield failure. When your life is contrived of only that which you hope to build, the decline of the present goes unnoticed to the intention you work toward. But if falling short to attain the unattainable is failure, you'll fail regardless. My recovering perfectionism struggles to reconcile with that. To my younger self, it dictates that nothing is ever good enough. I've since found that the perfection in life lies in the imperfections. Our vision of the perfect future will leave us forever disappointed if we let it distract us from the present. All the ups and downs, failure and success, happy and sad parts of life only exist in the context of each other. And if we dream of our perfect life to avoid experiencing the inadequacy of our actual one, we lose out on the bad, but also the good. We refuse the ups and downs, the mundanity, and reduce the entirety to a negative, because compared to perfect, that's all it will ever be. Life can feel so unbearable that escaping to a perfect future seems preferable to standing one more minute of the chaos. But if we live in that fantasy, we neglect to appreciate how lucky we are. Right now, let's contextualize where we are and recognize that gender apartheid, genocide, and consequences of Western intervention bar millions around the world from achieving this very moment. And I'm sure we all realize that one of our peers should be up on this stage right now, but never got the chance. Galway might make us angry sometimes. It might let us down. But it's gotten us to this moment, and right now, it is part of who we are. I said Galway isn't perfect, but if perfect isn't ever possible, why don't we just say that this, right here, is perfect? Because each of us is exactly where we need to be, and we shouldn't rush our lives to reach a greater satisfaction, because that is the one way we'll make sure it eludes us. This is your life, and as Mr. J said on June 5th at 1:48 p.m., don't change it. It's who you are, and you can throw Trevor out the window. Don't search for perfect. Let perfect find you.
Well, I'm glad he didn't throw Trevor out the window. Thank you, Magdalene. I would now like to welcome our first presenter for our awards today, and that is Ms. Kimberly Neer.
Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2025. I will be handing out 2 awards today. The first one is the Betty Conley Memorial Award. Normally Betty's daughter Linda would be presenting this award. I've been a lifelong friend of Linda's and I will be doing so for her. This award is presented to her by her family to a senior who has faced adversity and plans to continue his or her education. This year's recipient is Taylor Germain. The second award I will be presenting today is in memory of my son, Logan P. Wieland. This award is presented to a graduating senior who has a positive outlook on life and is always willing to help a hand and is outgoing. I am very proud to present this year's award to Adam Alden.
Thank you, Kimberly. Up next, we'd like to welcome Mr. Dave Mello.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. This year, the award that I give out is going to a young man who decided 4 years ago that he saw a fork in the road and he decided to take it. He took the right fork, decided to graduate. Connor is going to be going into the United States Army, who just celebrated 250th anniversary. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Mello. It is now my honor to welcome up Mr. Chris Kenyon. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I have the special privilege of presenting the Galway Rotary Scholarship. It is presented to two seniors, one to a student applying for college, and one to a student applying for a trade/vocational school. These students exhibit leadership and understand the importance of community service. I have the special privilege of giving the first award to Seth Kenyon. Okay, woof, got it. The second recipient, Adelaide Ross.
Thank you, Mr. Kenyon. Up next is Miss Mary Parrish.
Good morning, class of 2025. I want to say I was actually a graduate of 1974. So this is my old alma mater, and I am here with my daughter, also Mary Parrish, to present two awards, the Parrish Family Memorial. Let's see, find it. Here it is. Okay. Back in the 1970s, my dad, Bill, and his mother, Ruth, created the Parrish Memorial Scholarship. It was in memory of his late father, my late grandfather, Frank R. Parrish. Many scholarships are awarded to the smartest and most accomplished students. But Dad and Grandma wanted to reward students who showed a strong commitment to always do their best in their academic regardless of the scores that they received. The purpose of this scholarship is to confirm that you don't have to be the best, you have to be your best. Oh, sorry. I'm a little nervous.
The Parish Memorial Awards are presented to two students who in 4 years of high school have consistently demonstrated the qualities of reliability, service, and diligence, and have reflected a wholesome attitude towards school and scholastic endeavors.
It is our honor and privilege to present this year's Parish Memorial Awards to two students who worked hard and gave it their all. Congratulations, Ava Remsheed. And congratulations, Taylor Germain.
Thank you, Ms. Parrish. And now it is my honor to welcome Kathy and Edward Paterick for their award.
Good morning. My name's Edward Paterick, and congratulations to the graduates for today and to their parents and family to assisted getting them through this graduation. I graduated from Galway Central High School 60 years ago to today, and I benefited from the New York State Community College system. After active duty in the United States Navy, I graduated from Suffolk County Community College, and that led to lifelong work with Westinghouse and then Siemens Energy in the power generation business. So Kathy and my wife like to make that opportunity available to 3 of the graduates for today, so they can continue their education at a community college level for an associate's degree or a certificate. So the recipients are Raiden Astro Stastashian, Dre McElhenney. And one more, Cheyenne Murray.
Thank you, Mr. Paterick. And now I would like to welcome to the stage Mrs. Leah Ruggiero.
Good morning. Seniors, friends, and family. My name is Leah Ruggiero, or as the majority of you know me, I'm Jaden Chase, Aria, and Mason's mom. It was 18 months ago, December 28, 2023, my family's life was changed forever when my son Jaden lost his courageous battle to cancer. For over a year, Jaden underwent numerous aggressive chemo treatments, many surgeries, complications, and way too many hospital stays to count. What normally would break any of our spirits, Jaden pushed through and fought, making sure that he never gave up or lost the parts of him that made him so special, which was his thoughtfulness, his generosity, his kindness, and of course, his humor. If you knew Jaden, you would probably know him for that, his humor. No matter the obstacles he was facing or his fear of the unknown, he never allowed himself to get stuck in a negative thought or feeling sorry for himself. He would try to think of those around him and what he would do to cheer up others or how to make their day. And although I think that's something he was born with, it was also something that he worked really hard to achieve, especially when he was struggling. His selflessness and his appreciation for life helped navigate him through those dark times. He showed up with a smile, he laughed at himself or the situation, and he tried to enjoy every second that he had. Don't get me wrong, he had his moments, but he never lost sight and let himself get stuck there. His strength, bravery, and positivity is an inspiration to us all and qualities that we will always remember him for. So when Ethan approached me about his idea to create a scholarship in Jaden's name, I couldn't have been more proud to be able to be part of honoring Jaden and his legacy. Losing him is a reminder for all of us to cherish one another, don't take moments for granted, and show kindness to ourselves and those around us, because we don't know anyone's silent battles. The Jaden Ruggiero Memorial Award is presented to a graduating senior who has always impressed us with their hard work and caring nature, whose plans to further their education and make a positive impact on those around them. The last few months before Jaden left us, this person continuously made an effort to be a good friend. And although Jaden wasn't ready to share his prognosis with anyone, this person saw his silence and showed up. If it was for 2 hours or 2 minutes, or if Jaden wasn't up for visitors or talking or seeing anyone, this person kept trying, just to let him know that he had a friend and wasn't alone. So even if that meant leaving jars of syrup, bags of jerky, or grandma's crocheted hats on a porch at 2 a.m., which may seem small, but those moments and seeing Jaden smile through his suffering, I don't think I could ever have the words to describe the impact it had on my family. So this year's award for the Jaden Ruggiero Memorial Scholarship goes to Seth Kenyon.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Ruggiero. And now I would like to welcome Mr. Mark Kalinkowitz.
Well, congratulations, graduates, and congratulations to also to the parents and grandparents, family members, and friends who helped get them through this journey. Each year, our family presents this award to honor our mother and father who dedicated many years to the PTSA, Board of Education, and several other school and community projects and organizations, all while raising 8 kids through the Galway School District. We all enjoyed and greatly benefited from athletics, so this award is based on and given to a student who has participated and contributed to the school through athletics here at Galway. This year's recipient, to my knowledge, participated in 3 sports every year from 7th grade through his senior year. He was a leader, a student athlete, and represented our school in a positive manner. It gives our family great pleasure to present this year's award to Tyler Friedman.
Thank you, Mark. I'm now honored to invite up to the stage Mr. Ron Hosford.
Class of 2025, I'm glad to see you. I was a part of this class in 3rd grade, right? We had a ball of fun with Mrs. Ormiston, and some of the guys had Mrs. Adams and Mrs. Carlson, if I remember correctly. The reason why this award is given is one of you students, when I was at school with you, was always looking at the books. I see some familiar faces here, and it thrills me to be here today, believe you me. I had so much fun with these guys. Give them a hand. And I didn't choose these. Our principal did, and the teachers did this, because I probably would have given it award to everybody. What I did one year, a couple of years, I don't know if any of you remember it, we had ice cream at Christmas time. Some of the history. That's what I guess this is all about. Caleb Johnson, do you want to come forward, please? Mr. Miller said I got 4 minutes. I got 2 minutes left. The playground. These kids told me that their favorite subject was the playground. I can't blame them. What I want to leave you today with is one word, maybe two. Love what you're going to be doing out of here. We loved you here. Your teachers loved you. Your parents loved you. You've made an impression on my life. I'm thrilled to be here today. So love what you're going to do, because then when you're 74, you'll back and you'll say, I've enjoyed doing it. These 6 years, so 2 years in 3rd grade, 2 years in 2nd grade, and Mr. Nettleton, you're out there somewhere, 2 years in 6th grade. I didn't like history there because I couldn't pronounce the words, so I was in Mrs. Glow's class. You remember Mrs. Glow's. Drew McElhaney, you're next. Do what you love for the rest of your life. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Mr. Hosford. Now I would like to welcome Mr. Aidan O'Byrne to the stands, or to the stage.
Thank you, Mr. Miller, for getting my last name correct. It's taken him almost 20 years, but he finally got to say it correctly. Sorry about the glasses. Getting old is kind of hard sometimes. Hello, for those of you who do not know, my name is Aidan O'Byrne. For those of you that do, I'm sorry your ears might start bleeding by the end of my speech. Before I do what I'm here to do, I would like to take a moment to congratulate the class of 2025. You did it. It's been a privilege to know you the last few years. From me mixing up Trevor's name, to Haley's parking bill from cheerleading, which, by the way, is still not settled. Please see me after graduation. And to reminiscing about the old days from when I was in school. Since last graduation, I have wanted to give back to the students in some way, and I have done just that while also honoring someone close to me. My mother, Teresa O'Byrne, was someone I cared about very much. She showed me that even the smallest act of kindness doesn't go unnoticed, or that going out of your way to do something for someone maybe at the time considered small is actually very important. An example of her morals is in a story she told me, one when she was working at Edinburgh Elementary. At that time, the art room and the music room shared a room. A young boy who loved playing the piano owned a small little keyboard. He came to my mother one day during free time and asked if he could play because he had nowhere else to go. She let him play and was in awe of how beautifully he played. When he finished, she asked how he got so good at a young age. He simply said, "I love to play." My mom then said he was welcome back anytime she was in the art room. In 2012, she was diagnosed with leukemia, and me, being a scrawny 6th grade kid, didn't know what to do. She looked at me and said, "We will endure." Years passed, and she beat the cancer many times, but unfortunately, it would always come back. All I could do was watch, feeling helpless. And she said I helped by doing good in school and getting to graduation so she could see me walk the stage, the very stage I stand on now. 2019 came and I graduated. She was so proud that I could see for a brief moment all the stress leave her, and she was so proud. 4 months later, she passed away from sepsis, and that same day, we found out she had beaten the cancer. I made a promise to myself that I would live how she always lived, enduring and living life to the fullest, no matter what, and help others before myself. I am honored to present for the first time the Teresa Perone O'Byrne Memorial Scholarship. It goes to a senior who, like her, showed strong perseverance, never gave up, and kept going until their goal was reached. And after that, went right on to the next one. And we actually have 2 recipients this year. The first recipient is Taylor Germain. And the second recipient is Maria Patterson. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Aiden. I'd like to now welcome Mr. Gary Barrow.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. Lukasiewicz was a respected principal and music teacher here at Galway High School and a well-loved community member. The Galway School and Community Richard Lukasiewicz Memorial Scholarship is presented to a senior who, like Mr. Lukasiewicz, has a love and appreciation for music and has the ability to lead others. This year's recipient is Adam Alden. The Rosalie B. Eaton Memorial Award is presented to a deserving senior pursuing a college degree in the field of art, music, or drama. This year's recipient is Dre McElhenney.
Thank you, Mr. Barrow, another member of the class of 2025. I would now like to welcome Ms. Melanie Booth.
Good morning. I'm here to present the Sue Lukasiewicz Galway Players Award. This is presented to a senior making a contribution to theater. This year's recipient is Mariska Lazinski.
Thank you, Ms. Booth. Now I would like to welcome Mrs. Jennifer Gerber.
Congratulations, class of 2025. Yoo-hoo. All right, good morning. I have the great honor of presenting the Connor Bradshaw Memorial Scholarship to a graduating senior who, like Connor, is an average student and is planning to go to college to pursue a degree in the STEM field, such as engineering. This student is also involved in the community activities, a friend to everyone, and always willing to lend a hand. I'm pleased to present this to Sarah Giroux. The Galway's Teacher Association Scholarship Award is presented to a senior who has expressed an interest in teaching as a profession and has been accepted in a college and has shown academic leadership based on achievement. I am pleased to present this to Riley Kress. All right. The Richard Gray Memorial GTA Scholarship is awarded to a senior who plans on attending college and who, in the face of adversity, exemplifies dedication to hard work, compassion for others, and a positive attitude towards life. I am honored to present this to Sophia Dugan.
Thank you, Mrs. Gerber. Now it's my turn. The Student Senate Leadership Award is presented to the student that has demonstrated school spirit and has taken responsibility of leadership to promote a better school program. This year's recipient, Ava Remscheid. The Bonnie Burton Memorial Award is given in memory of Bonnie Burton, past president of the Galway PTSA and an aide for many years at Galway. The award is intended for graduating senior whose spirit embodies a love of life. This recipient is Sophia Dugan. The Charles H. Field Award is presented to a senior selected in collaboration with the valedictorian and salutatorian of the class for having made outstanding progress during their high school year. This year's recipient nomination was nominated because of her excellence in sports and in the community. She works hard in everything she does. She plays, always takes the time to set up events and help others. This year's recipient, Bridie Flint. The Galway Attendance Award, something some of you should strive for, goes to the senior who has had the best attendance record during 13 years. This year's recipient, John Boudris. And he was punctual this morning too, so I'm glad everything... The Greg Rockwood Memorial Award is given in memory of Coach Greg Rockwood to a student who, like Mr. Rockwood, exemplified true interest in the spirit of technology, one who is always eager to learn, to create, and to build, and still has the energy left to devote time for family, school, and community. This year's recipient, Trevor Bombard. The Kathy Shaw Memorial Award is presented in loving memory of Kathy Shaw, who in 23 years as a school nurse in Galway touched the lives of countless children. This award is presented to a graduating senior who, like Kathy, shows a genuine love for children and will be pursuing a degree in education. This year's recipient, Riley Kress. The Millard Follett Memorial Award is presented in fond memory of Mrs. Follett, who was a kindergarten teacher in our district for many years. This award is presented to an individual who has indicated interest in working within a school setting. This year's recipient, Riley Kress. The Knights of Pythias Achievement Award is presented to a senior who is dedicated to community service and extracurricular activities. This year's recipient, Adam Alden. The PTSA School Volunteer Award is presented to a senior who has given his or her time and service to the school. This help has been greatly appreciated. This year's recipient, Magdalene Masiag. The Fulton Montgomery Community College Foundation Scholarship is presented to a senior who has maintained a B average and will be attending FMCC in the fall. This year's recipient, Tanner Bernard. The Galway Salutatorian Award is given to the member of the graduating class who has attained the second highest scholastic average for 4 complete years of high school. This year's recipient, McKenna Kanabi. The Galway Valedictorian Award is given to the member of the graduating class who has attained the highest scholastic average for 4 complete years of high school. This year's recipient, Magdalene Masiag. All right, one more group. I'm getting my steps in, it's good. This is great, and it does show you the caliber of students that we have and the ability for us to have all of these awards for so many deserving students. So we're very happy about that, and this has been a great class for that. So the next group of scholarships for academic excellence, this is the Scholarship for Academic Excellence from New York State. They present this scholarship for academic excellence in high-achieving seniors in each New York high school. Scholarship recipients must be attending a New York State or college or university. We have 3 recipients of this: Magdalene Masiag, McKenna Kanabi, and Sophia Davison Gauss. The Robert and Millard Eaton Memorial Award is given by their children in memory of their parents to the student who has shown continuous academic improvement and who has demonstrated an active concern and respect for the environment. This year's recipient, Chloe Zemch. The Sharon Rice Memorial Award is presented to a student who has exhibited personal growth during his or her years at Galway. Someone who brings out the best in others without looking for any personal glory. A person who, like Mrs. Rice, is non-judgmental, a true friend. This year's recipient, Trevor Osterhaus. The Ballston Spa National Bank Scholarship Award is presented to a graduating senior continuing his or her education at a 2- or 4-year school. The award is based on recognition of academic achievement in math, science, engineering, or business, while demonstrating a commitment to community service. This year's recipient, Sophia Davison Gauss. The Span-Fellner Scholarship is given to a senior who demonstrates dedication to community service and academic standing, as suggested in the fund's agreement. This year's recipient, Ava Remscheid. The Lily L. Pelmetier Wetmore Award is given to 2 National Honor Society members that have displayed outstanding school spirit and exceptional kindness to their classmates. The first recipient is Sophia Davison Gauss. The second recipient of the Lily E. Pelmetier Wetmore Award is Lily Frederick. The Vern E. Whitmore Award goes to 2 graduating seniors that have displayed an outstanding supportive spirit in school and exceptional perseverance in personal life. There are 2 recipients. The first recipient is Taylor Germain. And the next recipient of the Vernon E. Whitmore Award goes to Arietta Williams. All right. Let's have a little entertainment now. It is now my honor to welcome the chamber singers as they set up. Let's go, chamber singers, let's set up. They will be singing "You Are Gonna Go Far," and you need to take the mics.
overdue for a revival. We spent so long just getting by.
That's the thing about survival. Who the hell likes living just to die? You told me you would make a difference. Well, I got drunk and shut you down. And it won't be by your own volition if you step foot out of this town.
All right, now what we've been waiting for, I would like to welcome our interim superintendent of schools, Mr. Mark Fish, for the presentation of graduates.
I'm not sure how you top a performance like that. That was amazing. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2025. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Will the graduates please stand? By the power vested in me as superintendent of schools, I hereby certify that the students listed on the official program have met all the requirements and should be declared graduates of the Galway Junior-Senior High School class of 2025. Please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Fish. I would now like to invite Mr. Anderson, our board president, up on the stage as we prepare to present our diplomas to our graduates.
Before we get started, I just want to say it's quite an honor to be up here as an alum of Galway from the class of 1993. So I want to congratulate all of you wholeheartedly, and I wish you all the best success as you move forward. So congratulations. All right, are we ready to roll here? Or let's go. Go. Madeline Messier. McKenna Alexander Kanabi. Sophia Marlena Davison Goss. Heather Rose Ehrenberg. Adelaide Riley Ross. Mr. Evans, thank you. Simon Blake Evans. Taylor, thank you, honey. Taylor Rose Germain. Tyler Aaron Friedman. Mariska Diane Lazinski. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not. Trevor Douglas Bombard. Presenting his diploma is Trevor's mom, Dr. Michelle Bombard. Riley Stevenson Kress. Ethan Dabrowski Webster. Lily Mae Frederick. Yes, ma'am. Ava Marie Remscheid. Spadero. Anna Sophia Spadero. Well, I'm out of cards, so you know. Come on up, Ariella. Yeah. Ariella Grace Williams. Adam Lee Alden. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Thomas Peyton Joseph Aldrich. Sir? Connor Osby Anthony. Man, I was up all night trying to practice. Raiden Ostro Cessation. Dylan, congratulations. Dylan James Baxter. Thank you. Hayden James Bergen. Thank you. Tanner. Tanner Brian Bernard. I think I know who you are. Yeah. Jason Belilli. Dorian Tiberius Bishop. John Edward Boudris. Sir, congratulations. Marvell Ali Cerruti. I got it. Kaylee Lynn Calabello. Sadie Mae Dennison. Thank you. Sophia Lynn Dugan. Congratulations. Bridie Lauren Flint. Congratulations, Aiden. Aiden Jack Garrison. Dearden, congratulations. Dearden Robert Charles Gilboy. Sarah Lynn Giroux. Congratulations. Mackenzie Ann Gowie. Congratulations. Merrick Robert Jesenowski. Caleb Hunter Johnson. No card back. Jack David Kennedy. Sir. Seth Mitchell Kenyon. We'll give you a minute to practice, Dre. Dre Kaylin McElhenney. Aiden, thank you. Aiden Emerson Moore. Cheyenne Elizabeth Murray. Trevor Aiden Osterhout. Xavier, congratulations. Xavier James Philip Otadi. Hello. Mallory Lynn Owen. Maria K. Patterson. All right. Congratulations, Kelly. Haley J. Rion. So hold on for a second. Well, congratulations to you. Jaden Giovanni Ruggiero. Gavin Trey Russell Jones. Cody James Schneider. I know. Kyle Michael Schneider. Sir, congratulations. Michael Sherman. Virginia, congratulations. Virginia Ann Thorpe. Thank you. Congratulations. Julia Grace Trifoletti. Sir, congratulations. Ethan Paul Wachowski. Thank you. Congratulations. Haley Noel Whitney. Stacy Otto Clark Windsor. All right, Chloe. Chloe Elizabeth Madeline Zemch.
Let's hear it for the class of 2025. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Class of 2025 Student Council Co-Presidents, Ethan Wachowski and Trevor Bombard, for some closing remarks.
Good morning. My name is Ethan Wachowski.
And I'm Trevor Bombard, and we are the presidents of the Student Council.
In my 13 years here, Galway has taught me a lot. I'm grateful to have been part of this school since the very beginning, to have had the chance to grow up alongside such amazing people. As a student athlete throughout high school, I've had the privilege of watching my classmates succeed not only in the classroom, but also on the field, court, and track.
This year alone, varsity volleyball and softball both won their leagues. Trap shooting took home regionals, cross country were section champions, and our track and field team broke 5 school records with a ton of athletes making it all the way to state qualifiers. We've also kept some great events going strong, like the Blue Jean Mile, the Wellness Fair, Festival of Nations, and Springfest. These events have helped to strengthen the Galway spirit. I hope they continue to grow in the years ahead.
This year also gave me the chance to help create something that I know will have a lasting impact on our school, the Jaden Ruggiero Memorial Scholarship. It was made to honor someone who meant a great deal to many of us, and to help future students carry forward the spirit that Jaden brought to this community. Organizing it was a privilege, and I'm proud that it's already making a difference by keeping Jaden's memory alive, and will continue to do so for the years to come. And finally, to the class of 2025, thank you for the memories, the support, and the laughter. Congrats, everyone. We've made it.
Now I ask everyone to please stand and join me in the singing of the Galway Alma Mater. thank you all for participating in today's ceremony. We appreciate that. And let's hear it one more time for Galway's class of 2025.